Dude, we're here.
We're here.
Welcome back to the Long and Thick podcast, live edition. This is a first.
This is a first in the middle of Gym 5, celebrating our 10th month.
Yep.
Which not even a year ago was this even a formality?
No.
An idea?
I feel like we are many, many moons fast tracked ahead. Just this, all the things going on around us feels very surreal. So this is really, really cool. Big shout out and thank you to Gym 5.
Gym 5, Adam Wright, Zack Chiarizzio for helping us do this.
The fucking wizard of wizards.
Thing of all time.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hope the man behind the camera and the lens right now is the MVP of this entire day. So
yeah, if you are not a person who has listened or watched, please make sure you pause right now and watch this because the setup alone is just so beautiful. So yes, thank you again, Zack. Daniel, can you shed some light on a little bit more of like, the fuck are we doing here? How did we get here?
So this is the first ever strength show. This is a culmination of myself and our owner, Adam Wright, our two biggest moving forces in each of our lives, collectively and respectively, has been music, its appreciation, its performance, as well as all things fitness.
Yeah.
So this is a way for us to really bring those two forces together head to head under a gym roof, to be able to play music inside of a gym like this, which we've never seen before.
I can't say that I've never seen a video of it. And like never, I don't even think I've ever really seen a music video of that happening.
Yes, look like a nice set. This is also going to be where we play in a couple hours time.
Yep.
So, and then beyond that, just wanting to do more in the fitness community of Nashville. We've talked between ourselves, we've talked with other practitioners as well, that the fitness culture in Nashville is very much in its infancy. So it's still figuring stuff out. And what is important to us and this show and the culture of Gym 5 is understanding how important strength training and resistance training is to your health, your longevity, your development as a person. It is a completely transformative act. And we're trying to change the expectation that exercise is somehow a chore and should be circumvented to something that if you lean into and you lean into it with the right set of circumstances, the right drive and the right knowledge behind it, it will quite literally change your life completely as it did mine. Yeah,
agreed. I think in the last few weeks, especially, but 2 months or so, like, the amount of interviews that we've had the fortune of having with other people, like that common denominator is always there across the board, regardless of whose brain you pick. Like at the end of the day, I find myself saying more and more to patients in the clinic, like this needs to be understood as like a non-negotiable, like finding joy in strength training, changing it from being this kind of chore-based thing or like really connecting with how profoundly your life will change and, everything else around it. You're going to be better for the people that you love. Like it is the biggest act of rebellion and self-love that I have come across, right? It like staves off more things. I'd rather you work out than eat clean. Like all things to say, like, this is just such a cool moment being in this environment and in a gym culture that from the exterior too, like feels very rugged, rough, extreme, right? Like all the tattoo heavy lifter people are here. And yet if you actually peel back a layer, like this is one of the coolest environments.
Absolutely.
Like such an amazing culture here. So again, just huge shout out to what has been cultivated over how many years?
19. About
19 fucking years.
So this kind of also coincides within a couple of weeks of the 19th anniversary of this gym.
Wow.
And
very cool.
Again, shout out to Adam Wright because this place was always designed to be counter corporate culture. Yeah. And in doing so has amassed such a beautifully balanced member base. Yeah. And people seeking it out. And oftentimes when we show people around, it's deceptive from the outside, but it is immediately palpable when people actually train here. They're like, oh, this is different. The people here, everyone minds their own business, but also are incredibly supportive. For sure. I'm sure everyone has a similar story to where they've been in a gym environment. They're like, ooh, like that's uncomfy.
This ain't it. Yeah.
Where maybe it's too aggressive or too lackadaisical, where, Adam's ability to keep this place pure the entire time, has been its own success story. And its success is completely indicative of that, and people seek it out for that reason. So
for sure,
one, him allowing me to collaborate with him on this and be able to host this together is immensely humbling. You know, it's
really beautiful.
Yeah. To have a business owner be like, you can do this. Like, this will be sick. Yeah. So yeah, it makes me like emotional just thinking about it.
I mean, as it should. Like, this is, it really like takes us back to the whole point of even, you know, why we started doing this in the first place, right? Like, is just to get this message across and get people more connected with the fact that there doesn't need to be this huge wall of bullshit and nonsense in between you and bettering your life. And on the other side of it is crazy relationships, experiences, things like, you know, what we happen to be experiencing, like everyone else is really experiencing in the gym with us. And so we're getting the eyes, you know, everyone's like, this is really cool. No one's like, what the fuck is this in the way? Like,
and that's an idle concern to have, because everyone loves their routines, and this place has been very uniform for a while now. I mean, it had pretty big facelifts, unfortunately, with the tornado, but since then it's been pretty much business as usual. People know what to expect. So there's a small bit of concern to be like, well, we're completely changing the floor plan,
throwing a little bit of a wrench,
tiptoe around some stuff, all of your favorite equipment that you know exactly, almost blindfold how to get to, is in maybe a different spot. But we have not had any pushback, and it's more so just been curiosity, like, what's going on? Like, how do we get a part of this, and what should we expect tonight? So we're excited, and
love it. If you could cast a manifestation projection of how you hope, you know, the rest of today will go as we're still in front of it, right? Can you paint some of that picture, and then just like even zoom out and fast forward time-wise in terms of what we hope that this may foster within Nashville, or, you know, some of the like aftermath that we were aiming for?
Ground level is just being able to raise awareness around fitness and strength training, and shore up some of the confusion, because there is a lot of it in the industry, on the internet. I fear for people now that want to get into physical fitness and resistance training, because, oh my God, is it a cacophony of bullshit out there? And
agreed.
Unfortunately, a lot of times it comes down to people don't want the simplest, unsexy answer, but it's the one they need. And we're in a marketing consumerist culture now that has to try to find something unique and intentionally now obscure to set themselves apart. Which only holds people back.
Agreed.
So what I'm trying to do with this is make a level playing field in expectation management of strength training will change your life.
Like, plain and simple.
No, irrefutably so.
Mic drop.
You don't know yet. It will change your life. It changed mine. I would never have been the same person had I not found the confidence and the growth and the struggle behind it. It's transformative, truly. So beyond that is just making people understand that it is accessible. It does take maybe more effort and more patience than you may realize. But the total investment of time is actually usually much lower than people realize to get the adequate results from it. And then moving toward the future, this will not be the first time. This will not be the only one we do here. I mean, the level of interest and support we already had for it, it's going to be a fixture. How often, I don't know. But how we've talked about too, I want this to be a development platform for the other practitioners that'll be speaking. Because more awareness needs to be in their corner as well. Because there's not enough representation for strength growth in Nashville. There's just not. And not to shortchange Pilates or run clubs or interval training or box work. It has a low ceiling. And you don't realize it because you're sucked into the social side of things. But there needs to be more awareness about pushing the needle forward and getting the most out of your life, because getting stronger is the key to living your best life, the fountain of youth, all that shit. So taking it the last point there is taking it from here and also doing more community outreach events, like building my own brand as well, and just trying to spread the message. Everything has its place, and all of those things have their merits, and not to shortchange that.
For sure.
But again, if you are looking at that as your elixir for health, and somehow like, well, I just don't want to be strong, I just want to be fit, they're synonymous. They're
it's
not
the same thing. But that is a linguistic
that expectation.
No, I love that. I think the heart and soul of, you know, getting more and more people on the same page and trying to remove that divisiveness and divided culture around, like you said, Pilates, running, whatever your like niche is. Like, yes, love that, have that, celebrate that. But at the same time, like, can we zoom out and have an overarching emphasis on like what strength means as a whole, what lifting and that can do to boost all those things that you love anyway? Like, I think we want to make sure that we're not, coming off too evangelical in a sense that feels like diminishing other people's loves or interests. It is actually the complete opposite. It is a way to make sure that you can continue to facilitate that for the rest of your fucking life instead of like, blowing something up along the way that was totally unnecessary. So
yeah, and again, like everything has its place. But there needs to be a warm hug around it all of you getting stronger.
Agreed.
Empirically as often as you possibly can.
Right.
Because one thing that I will touch briefly on when we do the seminar here is your body adapts incredibly specifically and incredibly fast, and also unadapts very quickly.
Right.
So it needs to kind of be a constant climb, slowly but surely. It won't be linear. It'll be, wanes and waxes here and there. But most people don't realize that it's not just coming in here and getting sweaty and feeling a burn.
Right.
It's not specific enough. And when you start to see the difference in how that programming approach is executed, that's why I love working with my clients, because they might not get it the first couple of weeks, but afterward they're like, I want to be stronger every week.
Yeah.
And it changes their entire mental and genetic makeup.
Yep.
Because there's a fervor there, and like, I want the best for myself. I feel better than I ever have.
For sure.
So if you can put that into your life in some capacity, it can still make all the other things that you're doing, your yogas, your run clubs, your contrast therapy, all even better.
Yeah.
But it has to be this overarching theme and construct, because empirically, data corroborated, it is the best thing for your health and your longevity.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah. Agreed. I think you're making me think of a client text I got the other day. It was like, this is from somebody who's not particularly fond of strength training, but still does it given how much I'm like, hey, this is really important. They trust me, right? They're like, okay, I fucking hate this, but I'm still going to do it. And it's funny watching some of that disdain and, hatred around going in, doing the lifts, all the thing start to shift, especially in moments like this. Mind you, this is from a woman. She said, I was doing some leg extensions and a trainer at the gym came over and was like, oh, can I work in with you? And tried to do the same weight she was doing. Couldn't fucking budge the thing.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, this is like a funny like joke. Like you're like, oh, you're so strong. Like, actually watch this.
Yeah.
And it was like, nope, had to tick it down. And so little moments like that and things that, feed you that reward hit that we're so used to with our phones and all that stuff is like, that's not the point. But I share that to say, like, even if you don't like it, there are people that feel the same way, but get over it. Like the long haul is just, there's nothing else that will get you there. And so,
yeah, that's to your point. It is the long haul, and you need to be okay with that. And some will probably touch on as well, if I can keep my thoughts together in the confluence of craziness.
For sure.
Is that there are no shortcuts in this game. There's not. And if you can find one that seems like it's an uptick, you're going to run out of road quickly. It's not going to be lasting.
Yeah.
Much like trying to get a really quick day trade for money. Like, no, you play the long game.
Yep. You might get lucky here and there, but it's not a way to, set systems up for your whole life.
Yeah, that in a nutshell is everything that we want to talk about is just changing the perception and the awareness of strength training, dispelling some of the apprehension and want to just circumvent it. Like somehow there are ways of getting healthy and fit without it.
Right.
Which is just counterintuitive.
Yeah.
And also changing the paradigm mentally that you have to be, to get our results and the results of our clients, that you have to be in the gym 6 to 7 days a week, 2 hours at a time. Because I used to do that.
Right.
And once I really pared that back and looked into recovery modalities and seeing how my body was or was not growing, then you're like, oh,
wait a second.
We've been sold a bad bill of goods by a lot of influential people that you need to be absolutely killing yourself at all time.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, no one's that locked in 100% of the time. And you also don't need to be.
Right. Yeah. It's actually counterproductive.
Yes.
Love it. Anything else that feels like, you want to touch on in terms of, what's on your mind in this moment that feels like it's calling to you?
Just immense gratitude.
Agreed.
I mean, there is, excuse me, so many people that were integral to make this work. This was an idea, but so many other people.
Like 3 months ago.
Not even.
Yeah, barely. Right.
So this was an idea, and so many people made this a reality with, but mostly for me. So
yeah,
just cannot thank them enough. Everybody knows. So if you're listening, you know, but
for sure.
Zach, the boys from Chicago, my buddies, Justin and Devin, Chris Salazar came in on vocals and absolutely just swung it out of the park. So for those not understanding what we're doing, we made a band out of nothing in about 2 months time called Heavy Hands. That alone is an ambitious undertaking, but having everyone want to drive a multitude of miles to help execute it, have a vocalist that wrote along with it and gave me stuff to be able to put it out. So realistically, it was about 7 weeks from conception to having a fully fleshed out product, hosted and ready to play live and stream online. So it's breakneck pace. But yeah, the main thing is just immense gratitude for Gym 5, for Adam Wright, for, I mean, hell, my sister and brother-in-law randomly showed up. So incredible. Anyone who has an idle interest or already here or will come, it's just cannot thank them enough.
Agreed. So much support, love, and gratitude, appreciation to everybody and everything that has, made this possible. I think, the other big core tenet that we speak a lot to is the communal aspect, which, like we said, is why we're doing this, why Gym 5 has been such a, pillar in the community. And so that can also not be separated from your strength endeavors. It is part of a healthy life, right? So, yeah, man, I'm fucking excited. This is just the beginning of the day. It feels
the
like
day hasn't even started yet, which is the crazy part.
Right.
We've been hanging out, talking shop, meeting people, and kind of directing the people who are here for just normal gym stuff. Immediately, you have the entire gym rearranged for what looks like a music video shoot. There's going to be questions. But then bridging the knowledge gap and letting them know that, one, there's education to come. We're going to have physical challenges. We're going to have bands playing in the freaking gym.
It's going to be a good time.
Crazy.
So excited.
Oh my, come here. Just get in the shot. Get in the shot.
We have an incredible guest appearance.
Dog Bruce. Oh my God. Hello.
Hello, darling.
This is the best cameo. Tell me you got that. Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
That is no,
you're good.
And
this is the point.
Crash that anytime. Yes. I love this.
How divine the timing.
Perfect. Thank you, Aaron. That was great. Could not be better.
Yeah.
We can just end it there.
I was going to say on that note, that is the epitome of the heart of everything we're going after.
For sure. I mean, we take the approach of fitness very seriously, but this podcast as a platform is anything but. And we don't ever want to come across as too stiff and take ourselves too seriously.
For sure.
At that point, we just need to give it up.
Yeah. let's get back to earth here. Right on. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We really hope you enjoy this episode and the beautiful, fucking stunning footage that we have. Thank you, Zach.
100% thank you, Zach, to this, because this shit's fucking crazy. He downplays it, but this shit's fucking insane.
Yeah, I feel like a celebrity. So, thanks for being here, y'all.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. All the love in the world. Until next time on The Long and Thick.
Yes, sir, baby. Adios.
Peace out, motherfuckers.